Jackets will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's got great speed. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Notre Dame's offense will have the first possession of the game. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
And a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They want to just keep throwing it. On the run, still looking. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. First down and an eternity after a mountain of penalties. Snapped it in the shotgun. With the catch, it's Jordan. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Pulled down for the tackle. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Needs to get it in the end zone on third and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Georgia Tech's offense will go to work for the first time. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Feeling some heat. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Out of the shotgun on third down. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And come on now, O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And now on second down for this offense. Now the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pitts. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense set on first down. They want to throw it. Now adjusting. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. On second down, they'll take to the air. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Irish!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Floats it out in space. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Flushed out of the pocket. At the 35, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. The give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. On second down, he'll let it fly. On the run, fires downfield. He's open on the right. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes his connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Takes the easy completion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Got a man, it's Jones. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Skips away from pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Splits the uprights, it's good.
That makes the score Notre Dame 10, Georgia Tech 3.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. He's got his man, makes the grab, and he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Yates. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Snap in the shotgun. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Jones. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Off the play fake. With the catch, it's Jones. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets are on the move. Some misdirection with the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Coming after him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the move at the 30. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off play action. Looking to buy time. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half.
Georgia Tech, 6.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Unloads to the right. And he intercepts it. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He looks that one in nicely. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun. Give on the inside. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Catch in the middle, it's Wall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Texas pulled out the victory on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in Austin. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. Keeps the legs moving. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. To the ground. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love that.
Getting set for the point after. And after making the extra point, they're down 24-13. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
24, Georgia Tech, 13.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the Irish back on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
On the ground, it's Lincoln. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. He's back to throw on second down. The sure hands, it's Yates. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Buys a little time with his feet. At the 35, he's loose. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback extends the play. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Still running at the 40. All kinds of running room. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
How great is it on offense when you don't just have receivers and running backs that can make plays, but your quarterback can hurt the defense throwing it and running it as well. The speed, the open field running ability, his ability to make people miss, such a unique weapon in college football, and this team's got a guy.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Movement here from the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense going all in to stop the run. The back goes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's dragged down. 3rd and goal coming up here.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win and can...
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So a drive there of 85 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the returner will be brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Isn't the play-action fake supposed to make those guys take a half a beat before they come and destroy the quarterback?
Yes, trying to slow them down as much as possible, but it's predicated, too, on me reading that and me seeing it, and they didn't bite it at all. You better run the football effectively if you're going to run play-action, because they did not bite on the play-action fake at all.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. At the 45, on his way. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
Second down coming up.
On the run, it's Lincoln. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Snags it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10 here. Back to the air one more time. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. They'll throw it on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires it. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. First down for this offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. In the red area, it's Lincoln. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way.
And down he goes back at the 3.
It's a big-time moment for the defense. They're creating a negative play, getting a sack with the opponent right down on the goal line. Now that they've backed him up a little bit, a touchdown doesn't seem like it's just a gimme anymore.
3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
How about the defense coming through when you needed it the most? They got some yards, had some success on this drive. 2nd and goal, sack. 3rd and goal, sack. Nice job by the defense, sticking with it, coming through in the clutch.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. He got it. And now the lead's extended a little further.
That makes it Notre Dame 41, Georgia Tech 13.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. Pocket starts to collapse. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Goalpost tapping you on the shoulder. Just take care of the football here. Pulls it in on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the ball is intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
2nd down coming up.
Give to the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Power football with the run. And he'll be brought down. A 3rd down try for the offense.
3rd down coming up.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask